Hello everyone, welcome to my video accompaniment of how to play a proper endgame in Blitz number 2, and it's about night endgames. In this video, I'll take you through pieces of my blog and then will recommend you to read my blog. The link will be in the description. So here, firstly, the first motif that you should all know is that you should restrict your opponent's knight. Here, black is up a pawn, but most importantly, black has restricted white's knight. White's knight is stuck on e3 because it has to protect the g4 pawn. This means that white's king cannot come through because these squares are both controlled and e4 is impossible to reach. So this is why after black plays king d4, white is completely stuck. If white plays king d2, black's pawn is a runaway and black will easily win. For example, after this, knight takes g4 and black will win easily. And then after white plays king f2, black will be able to play king e4 and then king f4 and then win the pawn later. So after king f2, black can play this and black will easily win. So it symbolizes that after king d4, white can simply do nothing to stop black. And this means that black will win easily. And then on the other hand, firstly, you have this restriction the knight. It is an extremely good attacking weapon. However, it is also an extremely good defensive weapon. In this position here, black is up a pawn. However, white can easily draw because white's knight protects these two squares. Seems simple enough. However, black's knight also attacks these squares. So white's knight prevents black's knight from jumping to these two outposts. This means that black has to stay passive and black can simply not do anything. Black tries going this way, then white can go this way. However, now black is able to go here, but now white is able to come back and now black's attacks are not working. Thus, black cannot go active and black must come back. And after king e4, white will be able to draw this easily. In this position, it's not really a position, but the next motif is that you should always place your king and pawn on different colors of the board. And this is some new motif. Because in Blitz, it is extremely common to get kings and pawns forked. However, if you notice here, as I have this knight here, it only controls 8 squares, which is the maximum squares that a knight can control, but they are all of the same color. So if I have my king and pawn on different colors, there is no way for a knight to attack both the king and pawn at the same time, thus resulting in no fork. This is an extremely good motif in Blitz because you want to save time and you don't want to lose material. So it is an extremely good idea to play it. Finally, the next motif will be outposts and how to simplify from a knight endgame to a pawn endgame. In this case, it looks like white should be able to win this with his advanced pawns, active king. However, white doesn't have anything here because the only way white can try to win is to bring his knight to f6. And if white does that, black can just play h6. And now white cannot do anything because his g-pawn is going to fall, his knight is under attack, and there's simply nothing white can do. So this position is a draw. And if white doesn't play knight f6, there's nothing else for white to do. If white just plays king f4, then black just plays knight d7. And white has to come back. And white plays king e4, black plays the exact same thing of knight d7. And white has to come back. And thus, because of this, there is no way for white to break through. And an easy way to illustrate this is just to remove the knights off the board. For example, if I take it off, if I make the same position without the knights on the board, it'll be like this. There's no way for white to win. For example, if white starts off with king f4 and then king f7, and then white tries to push the king back and plays h6, and sooner or later, white's going to get stuck in this position where whatever move white tries to get in closer will end up in a stalemate. Thus, there is no way for white to break in the pawn endgame. So here, there would be no way to break in the knight endgame if the knights were on the board. Knight endgames and pawn endgames correlate to each other and vice versa. Knight endgames are extremely like pawn endgames. If you didn't find this video that helpful, you can always check out my blog post. The link will be in the description. In my blog post, I share many other things, so you can go check it out. So, hope you have a great day, everyone.